effort vlog. Hello and welcome to a low effort vlog. Everything this month went wrong. Absolutely everything. Starting with my 3D printer, which I attempted to upgrade, and then I realized that I had bought the wrong, let's see if I can focus this. Whoa, one-handed focus. Hey. Yeah, sort of works. I had bought the wrong thermistors for the hot end that I'm installing. Whoops. So I ordered replacement thermistors. Like, okay, great, easy. What's so wrong? What's so hard about that? Well, my debit card expired, and I didn't realize that had happened on Amazon. So I went to go check, like, where the heck is all this stuff? It should have arrived yesterday. And I get on the site, and it's like, sorry, payment didn't process successfully. I'm like, oh no. So I redid the payment information, put it all back into the site, and they're like, okay, thanks for paying. Now we'll ship it in your, 3 to 5 day window or whatever. So that's not going to arrive until, like, I don't know, Tuesday? I need my printer for my final video this month, which is my Halloween special. And I am 3D printing some of my costume for that, so it's very important that my 3D printer works. The other thing is, this was going to be the third video this month. It's actually going to be next week's video. And I was basically going to run all of these graphics cards through this motherboard and find out which one is the best for Socket 7. So everybody loved the Socket 7 video. I'm like, cool, I'll make another one. And I started testing it and getting it configured and getting it ready to go. And then it died. Here, I'll show you what it did. Yeah, those two beeps are long, short means no video card detected, which obviously there's a video card there, and that video card works. That is, the one in that video is this one, my S3 Verge, which works just fine. It's a very hardy video card. It's not dead. I've used it in another machine since. And the second one, the string of very frantic sounding high-pitched beeps, is CPU overheating, which, I don't know if you noticed, there's no thermistor on this board. And I can tell you, Socket 7 CPUs sure as heck don't have thermistors built into them, so they don't know what temperature they're running at. So it's a nonsense postcode, which means, yeah, I'm sure y'all are saying it in your heads right now, capacitors. And I went through the board and tested a few of the caps. Surprisingly, the ones around the CPU socket are pretty much fine. They test out okay, at least they act like capacitors. I don't know if their capacitance is actually correct. They do at least act like capacitors when you put a multimeter on them. But some things like this, let's focus it with one hand, it's great. This is quality content. This diode here no longer acts like a diode. It's a wire in one direction and a small resistor in the other. There's a couple more diodes like that on the board that are doing that as well, so I've got to replace all the diodes on the board. About half of the capacitors don't work. Like, the ones over here by the AGP slot are not great. The ones by the BIOS are not great. This one up here I don't think tested correct. So I'll probably just go through and replace all the capacitors on this board. So that'll be a future video and a project. I've never done a capacitor recap on a board, so that'll be interesting. And then, of course, like, there's stuff like there's some corrosion on these pins. Like, these aren't connected to anything, but there's still corrosion here, so I should clean that off. That might be Maybe that's from that capacitor? I don't know. It'll be real interesting once I pull these caps off the board and see just how bad they are. Ew. Anyway, so that board, that was video number 3, and that's not happening. Video number 2 was going to be, it was going to be real cute, I thought. I picked up a Raspberry Pi 0W. Or sorry, Raspberry Pi Zero. This is part of the reason I haven't done this video. Raspberry Pi Zero. I thought it was a 0W. It turns out I bought a 0. And I've 3D printed this little case for it. It's a little Commodore 64. Look at how cute that is. What the heck? I got the case printed and assembled, and obviously got the Pi installed in it, and got what is it? BMC64, the bare metal C64 emulator on this, which is cool. It boots up in like 4 seconds, and you get a basic prompt, like it's a real Commodore 64. It's pretty neat. But, and you can see like this case is for the, oh sorry, it's for the BMC64. It's a pretty neat case. The detail came out well. I printed the top of the case laying down on the back side to help with detail, and I think it came out pretty well. But turns out, so you've got two little USB ports here, right? And I thought, oh, perfect. I can plug in like an OTG adapter and plug in a keyboard, and the other one I can plug in my gamepad, my terrible knockoff Nintendo gamepad that's awful. Turns out, no. This one is this the one that's power? One of these is power, and the other one is a USB port, and neither the twain shall meet. They are not both. I think this is power, and this is an actual USB port. That's it. Because I've got an OTG adapter, but it doesn't fit. I don't know where it is. I've got an OTG adapter that is a right angle, and it comes out of the case, and it goes right over the power adapter. This just ended up being a complete nightmare. So then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll scrap the Pi idea. The Pi C64 idea, as cute as it is, I'll scrap that, and I'll just play the games on the Vice emulator on my main PC, and that'll be great. So I set up a test. Got my camera up here. Got that all set up. Wired it into my capture card. Everything's set up. Played a game of Ghostbusters and completely lost my confidence in it because I look like complete heck. It's just a really bad angle, and I'm not real secure about how I look in that shot. So I don't know about playing 7 more games that way. I don't know. It'll probably end up coming out. I'll probably still produce it. It's just I gotta figure out a better way to record the games where I don't feel like I'm an awful-looking whale on the camera. Anyway, what I wanted to do with this low-effort vlog was test a couple of boards that I got in. Bought a couple of boards from a buddy. Thank you. You know who you are. These are special boards to me because, well, let me explain. This one is socket 939, and it's not an Enforce 2. It's the K8 N Neo 4. Maybe it is an Enforce 4. I don't remember. Thing is, like, socket 939 is a socket I owned in real life when it was newish, for a very short amount of time. Look at all those pins. How cool is that? I freaking love socket 939. So many pins. So ridiculous. Love it. Anyway, I bought a board like this. I actually bought the EVGA version. This guy. Neuter right here. And I bought that in like '09, used. Because, you know, I've been poor most of my life, so I buy all my parts used. And it lasted about 2 months and then died from the capacitor plague. So I never really got to use my 939 board. And because I was poor, I had no money for a PC to replace it. And of course they were used parts, so they had no warranty. I ended up getting like a, God, what was it? An IBM Think Center. I went to the university surplus store and picked up a random IBM Think Center with a Pentium 4 in it, and like the 945 Express chipset. It was absolutely awful, but it was like $20, complete working boots. Windows XP, oh yeah. And so like this board, I've never been able to experience 939, so I'm really excited to actually do that. The other board that I got is that other unicorn. This is a socket 775 GMA 945. This happens to be running something special that I'll be using for NetBurst November, which I'll be participating in. I do need to test this board. I thought I had a bunch of socket 775 coolers. Turns out they're 1150X or whatever. They're just like Intel stock coolers from, I think, Sandy Bridge, and they do not fit on 775. They're like 2 millimeters off. Thanks, Intel. This wasn't going to be the main cooler I was going to run on it. I just wanted to test the stupid thing. But anyway, I do have, so I won't be able to test this today, but I do have a cooler for $9.39. It's just a big ol' chunk of aluminum. Also bought from my buddy. Thank you. And this should be fun. I might do that. That might be this video, is plugging this baby in and testing it, seeing if it works. I gotta dig out a PCI Express graphics card. I don't really have any. Most of mine are AGP or PCI. I have like the Dell OEM GT240s. Like I've got 2 of those. I've got, of course, my Fermi 465 frying pan. I don't really have any other PCI Express GPUs just sitting around, but I'm sure one of those will work. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's do that for this video. Okay. And break. Ta-da! Look at that. Got nothing but SATA power coming out of the power supply, that's okay. All you need is a power converter. Pick these up at any Hitachi station. Okay, I think We are all set up. I've got my socket A card in here. It's probably not going to work first boot, but we can at least see if it works and run some DOS tests on it. Let me fire up my capture card. This card is DVI only, so I've got DVI to HDMI. Hopefully it works. It's about a 50-50 chance that those work. Oh, you know what I need? I need my... Oh no, it's got a power button right on the board. I'm gonna put my power button on there, but there's one right on the board. Okay, well, let's plug it in. See if we let out any magic smoke. That's not a great sign. Should not immediately turn on upon being plugged in. That's not great. Okay, so rather than give up, which, believe me, given how things have gone this month, I would very much like to just give up and, I don't know, play some games. Instead, I've got the manual for the board, as well as I dug out one of my piezo beepers. So plug this in to wherever the PC speaker plug is on this board. Heck if I know where that is. Probably this one, huh? Bet it's that. Let's look up the jumpers on the board. Power switch. Yep, that is speaker. Power LED is the other three. Okay, let's see what this thing says. When in doubt, listen to your electronics. I believe one long is RAM. I betcha. I need to put this in the alternate colored slots. I betcha this is a dual channel board. Advanced. Like I said, I've never actually managed to really play with 939 because mine blew up after a month. Okay, well let's try that again and see what happens. No. Doesn't like it. Okay. Why? Why don't you like it? Oh, I bet it's the RAM speed. This is DDR400. I bet it's saying frick off. That is DDR3. Where is mine? That's supposed to be DDR2. Okay, so yeah, it can run in single channel mode. So let's try. I got this beefy old stick of Gale Gamer RAM. This is an actual copper heat spreader. It's weighty. let's try that first. Throw that in dim 1. Come on. Get in there, be nice. Okay. Let's see if it does that. That does 333 instead of 400. Oh. I didn't get any video output, but again, that's like a 50% chance it actually works. Making progress. I guess what I actually need is, would you believe me if I said I don't have any DVI to VGA adapters? Like, my whole system rotates around, or revolves around having this, you know, splitting this VGA out into my capture card and my monitor, and DVI, not supported. So, well, that's better. That's more encouraging, at least. It's another Athlon board that doesn't like DDR400. That's fine. I have so much DDR400 I can't use. Oh well. Well, that's a better outcome than it was going to be. You know what? Actually, let's persist. Unplug you. Unplug you. Oh, please come out. Old PCI Express power connectors. Let's try extra jankness. A PCI video card. This will totally not work. I'm positive this will not work. But if it does work, I will actually see it. Get in there. And then I need to connect this back up to the capture, to the VGA converter. Then it says no video card. Oh, right, I have to plug it in first. Ow! Smart, I swear. Well, no video out, but no beeps, so I don't know what that means. I think it means I need to get a DVI to VGA adapter. I found a retro PC that's too new for me. Darn. Why isn't it giving me beeps? That's so weird. What are you doing? Tell me. What are you doing? Speak to me. No, nothing. I'm pretty sure this video card still works. It was in the ill-fated Socket 7 board, but I know for sure this card still works. It does not feel like a secure connection. Ah, it feels like a secure connection. I don't know why it's orange. Again, this board is too new for me. I don't understand it. No video. And no beeps. I don't know what's going on. I suppose I can try my one last stick of RAM. See what that does. I'm not actually sure that this Gale RAM works. I've yet to get it to work in anything else, so... Good morning. Migraine today, but I have not given up on our Neo 2 friend, or our Neo 4 friend, because, especially since it responds to, power button input, and it's not giving me any beeps, I think I have a solution. Give me 1 sec. Alright, so I thought I'd be clever and plug this board into my old Dell monitor that I use for monitoring myself while I'm recording episodes. However, this only has DVI input. It's DVI and VGA only. There we go. DVI and VGA only. I thought I had a DVI to DVI cable, but I don't. All I've got is, there we go. DVI to HDMI. Come on, camera. Autofocus on this thing is so bad. It's extremely confident that it has the cable, or that it has the table in focus. Come on. There you go. Yeah, so I only have a DVI to HDMI. I think I gave away my DVI to DVI cable. But I think I might be able to, because you can see all these cards are DVI only. I might be able to plug it in to my main PC, because this giant 4K monitor, I might be able to plug it into my main PC because this giant 4K monitor does support HDMI in. I can show you here. That's probably not useful. But you know what? Yeah, what the heck? Let's give it a try. Let's see if it'll work. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, heck! No signal. Well, like I said, I don't have a DVI workflow, but that sounds promising. 1 beep sounds like that's a working board. Cool. Also, I tried this GTS 240. Doesn't work. I get the no video card beeps on it. Oh, that's promising. Okay. I'm going to order a DVI to DVI cable, and we'll continue testing in a future video. Hooray! Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Yay. Also, by the way, I just want to mention this. Apropos of nothing, I hate my garbage can. Be like, why? Why do you hate your garbage can? Look, it's just sitting there, doing the garbage thing. What's wrong with it? Well, it seems like a normal garbage can until you realize there's freaking holes in it. Some absolute genius decided this is the best way to make a garbage can so you can get garbage smell all over your house. Great idea, guys. Brilliant. Love it. Well, Amber, just replace your garbage can. It's not that hard. I would, except it's part of the stupid trash service that I get with the apartment. So I can't. I got nowhere to put it. I can't put it in the trash, because I gotta keep it with the apartment, because it's gotta be here when I move out. So I'm stuck with it. Stinky trash can. Anyway, that's my life. Have a great night.